DFW four-star cornerback Malik Muhammad is the newest commit for Steve Sarkisian and Texas here in this 2023 cycle, as the Longhorns pull in another big-time in-state talent. Nick Harris here with Rivals with Cole Patterson of OrangeBloods.com. Cole, how big is this commitment for Texas?
Yeah, this is a massive commitment. Obviously, there's going to be some momentum after Arch Manning committed in June, and Malik Muhammad's the latest evidence of that. I believe he's the fourth Rivals 100 prospect to commit to Texas, the third one after Arch committed. So a massive pickup there. They surged late, beating out Texas A&M and Alabama in that recruitment. It's a huge in-state win.
Yeah, like you said, the fourth Rivals 100 commit for Texas here in the 2023 cycle. Muhammad's had a big summer with a standout performance at Overtime 7-on-7 tournament in Las Vegas, and he had another solid showing this past weekend at Future 50. He's a prospect with a high floor that can contribute early in his career in Austin. Cole, what type of player do you see in Muhammad?
Yeah, I'm a huge fan of Malik Muhammad. I'm probably a little bit higher than a lot of people are just because I love his length. I love his playmaking ability. He's a well-rounded guy, track athlete, just everything you could want in a defensive back. Like he said, I think he has the floor to come in and play right away. He actually told me that Texas is recruiting him to play nickel pretty early in his career. But I also like his long-term projection as well. I think he has NFL talent, NFL ceiling. He's got the playmaking ability. He's got the length. He can match up. He can play the run. There's not a lot to not like about Malik Muhammad. It's a massive gift for Texas.
You mentioned the length. I think that's the thing that jumps out to me the most. The length is what has been able to, help him with some big-time receiver talents here in the 2023 class, whether it be in a camp setting or at a 7-on-7 tournament. He's really been able to use that to his advantage. I also like the nickel fit as well, but I feel like he has some versatility to play some boundary and maybe even some safety late in his career if that's kind of what his body shapes into. But it had seemed like for much of Muhammad's recruitment that Texas was on the outside looking in, but they were able to seal the deal after a huge official visit during the month of June. This staff is recruiting at a high level right now since Arch Manning committed, but there's still some pieces that they need to complete the class with. Who do you have your eye on for who Texas could bring in next?
Yeah, like you said, Texas is kind of on the outside looking in for much of that recruitment, and they surged, and that seems to be the theme with a lot of the guys that they're after. Jalen Hill's a guy that I think could be next for Texas. He's obviously going to be set to commit in June. That's another guy that kind of had Texas down his list, but the Arch Manning commitment kind of turned things around there. Darren Gallett's another guy that could potentially join Texas class sooner than later. Anthony Hill, you never know when he's going to make his announcement. A big visit to A&M's coming up. But those are three guys to keep an eye on, as well as Cedric Baxter, a running back out of Florida, supposed to commit August 10th, Rivals 250 running back, a guy that Texas prioritized for a while now. So four guys that Texas can really expect to get, or at least in the game with, and all are big-time players that can make a contribution sooner than later once they get to Austin.
Texas stays red hot on the recruiting trail with a commitment from four-star cornerback Malik Muhammad, 19th commit for Texas here in the 2023 cycle. Cole, thank you.
Yeah, thank you.